Real estate agents don't want to admit this, but if you're experiencing inconsistent closings and paychecks and you're kind of broke all the time, you probably suck at sales. Before I hit my first six-figure year, I kept looking around for different strategies like open houses, door knocking, cold calling, social media. And for some reason, none of them worked for me. And what I eventually realized was, okay, I could get in front of all these people, but I just couldn't convince them to meet with me and work with me. And as soon as I just leaned into learning how to convince them to meet with me and work with me, that's where everything changed. Because you can make videos on social media, you can knock on doors, cold call, do open houses, but if you can't convince them to meet with you in person or on a Zoom, and then convince them to actually work with you, then everything you're doing is just a waste of time. I remember as a newer agent, I would cold call all day, and for weeks, I would just be cold calling with no results to show for it. It felt like if I got a listing appointment, it was by complete accident. Like I couldn't replicate it if I tried. My strategy was just to cold call all day as much as I can until someone invited me over. And then when I got invited over, I was like winging my presentation, hoping that they would work with me. And there was a moment in my life where I went on 7 listing appointments and I walked out of each listing appointment with an I gotta think about it. I left empty-handed every single time, and I was so confused. I was like, what am I doing wrong? What am I missing? When I leaned into learning the skill of conversion or sales or convincing them to meet with me and work with me, after I learned that, I was able to now just like set a listing appointment within like the 4th person I talked to. And if I just went on like 3 or 4 listing appointments, I would get the agreement signed on the spot. And that, out of everything I ever did in the last 7 years, that created the most consistency in my real estate business, and that's how I was able to make $1 million over the last few years. I break down like my exact script on how to set a listing appointment a day. It's how my team and I took 100 listings a year. If you want to learn that, I got a video in the link in my bio. If you want to learn more about this stuff, like follow this account.